Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome back here on a Friday, last day of the week, first week of the month. And let me tell you, yesterday was a really, really exciting day. A lot of stocks that were moving in the market. Been some great swing trades also. I mean, we got a bunch of stocks that we're in. Um, some of them are good. Some of them are kind of flat. I'll tell you a little bit more about the swing trades a little bit more. But day trading, we had a couple of really good moves. And remember, you're not going to get all of them. Okay. You might miss 90% of them. That's why we bounce around the different stocks here and there. But some of them, if you did catch on them, you caught them pretty good. So anyway, let's go over. Before we, by the way, Palantir has just been killing it. Okay. You know what really bothers me about Palantir is that I had to pay more money for it. I might say this probably a gazillion times. The worst part about being a day trader is you're just too conservative. You just don't trust anything. And the only way I kind of like make myself feel a little bit better is I look at some of the stocks that I did have, and I says, you know what? If I still had that stock, I probably would not be here today. But you're just chipping away. So the Palantir, after earnings came out on that stock, you could see it right here. Right here. Earnings came out on the 4th. You could see how the stock gapped up. I got in. I think I'm right around here. I think I bought it the day after. I bought it out right around here at 172. So, I got to double check. No, I think about 176, right around here. I own it. So I bought it on this day. It just kept going up. And and I'll tell you why. Let me just bring this up really quick here and show you. So here's level 4. For some of you, obviously know what it is, and obviously, been trading for a while. There was you're not going to see it anymore, but right here at 180, there was a big buyer out there. Now, the next biggest buyers are right around here between 185, 186, 184. If it does break this, it's going to probably test 200. Okay. So this is the next biggest resistance levels on Palantir. And if we get past those big iceberg orders, which looks like it tested it yesterday. And, those orders that they were there from the day before are there today, but it's really, really getting there. And if you look at the stock, it is making higher highs and the buyers keep bidding it up. So, listen, PLTR back on the watch list. All right. A couple other stocks also that did really well for the ones that missed out yesterday. These are the stocks that had some really nice pushes. Just kind of get you all excited. What happened? Andrea says PLTY had paid $40 in dividends so far this year. Wow, that is a lot of money. Jesus, that is great. And you know what's crazy about this, Andrea, and for everyone else here, especially Bill Ireland. I think I got him all hooked on the whys. All these high yields, they just came out not too long ago. What about maybe a year, 2 years old, some of them? So they've been doing unbelievable. PLT, well, and that's the other thing too, Kerry and everyone else. When a stock keeps coming out with all these ETFs, that's another big thing that drives the stock up. When there's a lot of ETFs on the stock, which some of us didn't even know they even have ETFs on stock. When I started, ETFs were a basket of stocks. So let's say you want to trade high-tech stocks, you'll have an ETF designed for that. You'll have an ETF on the S&P futures. Now they're just doing on specific on the stock. They're basically changing them. They're doing weeklies. I mean, it's just like it's like a hedge. They made ETFs like options. You know what I mean? But anyway, we do cover that in class a lot, and I know some of us are doing pretty well on it. The only one that I have right now, just to let you know, I have the TSLY as the ETF on that one. And I think that's the only one I have here on my list. These are pretty much all of them right here. I think it's the only one I have. I had the PLTY and I sold it, the ETF on that one, the NVDY. That's the one. That's the one that I have. That one too. The NVDY. That's the other one I have. So anyway, big resistance levels on NVDY too. And big resistance levels. You could see it, but it looks like it's building. It's funny. This looks like a Fausto flag, right? This looks like a Fausto flag right there. Beautiful run up on that one too, and I know that one's going to probably pay a lot. TSLL, yeah, that's the ET. I own that one too, Kerry, but I own that one and that one. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm going to get out of Tesla. It's just been it's been consolidating here for a while. It hasn't done a breakout. It's starting to make a funnel. You know what I mean? So unless something changes, it's been really kind of flat. I mean, we had fun trading it back in April at 220. It went to about 350, but unfortunately, I had a lot. I still have a lot of shares of it. I tied a lot of my cash into it. I probably should have been, in some of the other ones. I'm pissed off. Listen, I make mistakes too. PLTR, I should have probably kept more into that one and went heavy in that one than Tesla. But anyway, let's go through some of the other stocks that we traded that did really well yesterday. SLDP was a phenomenal run right out of the gate, 350 all the way to 450. Run was also a really nice stock. And you could see a lot of it is moving early in the morning, 11 to about 1250. These are all the stocks that we traded yesterday. We do post this on our watch list after the hours. So AMD also has just been a hell of a run up. That stock took a very big hit. It's expensive. A little bit more advanced traders have to trade it, but that also not only has been a really good swing trade, which percentage-wise did better than NVIDIA, but with their earnings announcement they came out with, I mean, its stock rebounded pretty good on that. SKYT was another one that was really nice yesterday, 10 to a 13. NVAX was really good yesterday. You can see all these stocks. These are all the ones that we traded. Hood did really well yesterday, almost just scratching the highs of that stock, the highs right there. Palantir, don't know that, and NVAX. There's an NVAX right. I already went over that one. All right, so those are the stocks on the watch list. All right, so anyway, let's go on, see what's moving on this morning. There are some stocks I want to keep a very close eye on as usual. First of all, this one is the biggest mover of the day, up 52%. But I'm just not too crazy that's starting to trend down a little bit. I'm going to put this on the B list. MRM. All right. This one has ugly, very spotty charting, which is not good, which we don't want to trade. LZ also up 30%. Ugly spread. Stay away from that one. Real is not what we're looking at. Laser, another one we're not looking at. Ugly stock here too. You see how we cover this in class. See how they're very spotty? There's a reason why that. But this one, Soons is moving up pretty good. This one I got on the list, okay? And I did add it to my level 4. Just show you what got going on over here. Really good, nice moves. There was a seller out here for $13.50. It looks like it's holding there, but you got some iceberg orders. $250,000 at 15, another 160,000 at 14. Okay, so Soons is looking pretty good on that one. We've been trading that stock. It had a great run up. Was it earnings announcement yesterday? It looks like an earnings announcement, that it moved. Probably had earnings yesterday. Whenever we see that after 4 o'clock, that's where that goes. But Soon's doing pretty well. Looks like it's a little gap fill over here. All right, so put that on your watch list. This one's moving up beautifully, but just don't like the spread on that. Ugly spread, ugly spread, ugly spread, ugly spread. These are all garbage. All right. We're still at 17, 19%. That one's moving pretty well. What else do we had over here? What was that pump and dump that came out? Was it ATNF? Yeah, what a pump. This was a pump and dump. This thing just took off. I thought we had a runner on this one right here. Big run up from $4, ran to $4.80. My God, dropped all the way down to $3.55. That thing got that. I don't know what the hell where that came from. All right, losers. What do we got here on the losers list? Ooh, not looking too good. Just when you think you can't lose any more money on the stock, BIVI just breaking all-time lows, 52-week lows, $1,200 stock, $5,000 stock. My God, how many reverse stock splits did this thing have? Not looking too good on that one. Sometimes, that's another thing we do is you got to know when to cut your losses. That's the issue on that. Another one that got crushed yesterday. Trade desk. Yeah, yesterday. Did we see this after hours? Holy crap. This is right here. Look at this after hour trade. We were looking at, and you know what? I was consider buying it because it came back down. I thought this was a bad slingshot. And I'm like, let me see what happens over here. And if you notice right here, fellow traders, it was building a Fausto flag. Let me show you. See the Fausto flag right there? And it says, nah, there's no slingshot on that one. And you could see trading desk just getting hammered. I guess their earnings was so bad. Really, really, really bad. Listen, it's got support levels right around 46. So let's put that on the watch list. It still could be probably be a short. So putting that on our watch list right there. Put the 2-day chart so we get a little bit of see what we got going on over here. All right, losers. This one taking a big hit, getting close to support levels, but it's a pharmaceutical stock. We know they don't come back. This stock is moving up pretty nicely. SPRU. Great volume. 30 million shares already traded. SPRU. Let's go see where Wall Street's at and where all the limit orders are. All right, you got a big buyer showed up right around. Ooh, all right. Wow, this is a mess. Looks like a lot of algorithms are in here right now. We're gonna trade it. We can't really read it. It's not as clean. We'll see how the stock opens up though. Arlo, we traded that stock many of times too, but spread's not looking that too good on that one. Same thing here. These are all ugly. MP looking great, but the spread is just way too big for us. Category 5. NVOX, we traded that stock before in the past. SG getting crushed. Sweet Green. Oh, Under Armour. Guess they didn't come out with good earnings this morning too. That one could put on the watch list. Maybe we could still get a short. UA getting close to support levels. Hopefully probably down here on $4. Never made a comeback. And I think Twilio also took a big hit. Wow, earnings announcements not a good on Twilio. Might have to trade that one, but you got to be a Category 5 trader. All right, so anyway, it is Friday, and a couple of shout outs right there. We got Lynn and Randy, got the RKLB. Look at that one. Rocket Labs, we've been trading that too. Just remember, it's a very ugly spread, and the stock moves really fast. Okay, Lynn? Chuck is saying the NBIS is popping. Good. Another one. Ugly spread. It's going to be a very volatile stock. If you trade this before, Chuck, I mean, you're a gold student. You know a little bit more about how we talk about this in our phase 3 when we trade live on these stocks. So just got to be a little careful on that one. Damon, it got a potential as well before the close of the market. Damon, one of the new trial members in the Cyber Group room, is telling me about this one. It's a nice moving stock. It's moving up, but it's this. I'll check level 4 for you. Let me go see what's going on with this one. TEMT. So you see what we're looking at over here? Very, very, oh my God, what the hell is that? I can't even read that. All algorithms everywhere. This is all algos. Look at all these iceberg orders. Somebody's screwing around over here. That's why we don't trade that. Oh, it's an ETF. That's why. That's the problem with these ETFs. They look like that. All right. Anyway, today's Friday. Okay. Now remember, it's a beautiful day here in New York. I know a lot of people already went away. Things are going to be a little bit on the slow side. Remember, for what we learned yesterday, a lot of the action happens within the first 30 minutes. After 10 o'clock, things starting to slow down. We always find some new stocks out there, but just focus on nickels and dimes today. And if you are, in the hunt for a good swing trade, just remember, buy low, sell high. So what I mean by that, try to find something that got really beat up. Try to buy at support levels, and you're probably going to be on it for a little while. So because, like I said, it's going to be the slow time coming up right now. But classes are very important. Best time to learn, because we know that September, October, November are the best months of the year to trade. So let's not learn at the best times. Let's learn on the slow times, right? If I don't see you, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. When the market opens up, me, Josh, and Rich will be back trading with you. If you're watching on social media, if you want to come join our trading room, we're going to be here live all day. Here's a QR code for you guys to get in there. So you can just take your phone, scan that QR code. We'll see you in there. For everyone else, new trial members, we've got a bunch of new members that joined us yesterday. Make sure you watch those videos. Make sure you talk to Education Advisor, and just sit back and watch and enjoy. Guys, don't go anywhere. And really quick also, we just posted a link up there. I will be in Toronto next month. If you have not registered, do it now. You got 15 minutes. Click on it. Register for that for the event. You don't have to come to Toronto. They are going to do a webcast. I'm going to be doing a live traders challenge there. So I don't know who's going to be my competitor, but I'm going to find out sooner than later. They're still trying to find someone that wants to compete. I did a couple of shout outs to some people if they want to do it. I haven't heard back from them. So you don't want to miss it. So please click on that link if you want to root us on. We always like to have our fans out there. All right, guys. So make sure you register for it. We'll see you in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.